Test performance of engine with offload adjusting timings. Hello, my name is Charmadi. In this module, we are going to test the performance of the engine with offload adjusting timings. At the end of this exercise, you will be able to adjust diesel engine timing in offload condition. Now, let us take a look at the equipment, materials and tools required.
Tools or instruments required are Trainees Toolkit 1 number. Equipments or machineries required are Multi-cylinder 4-stroke diesel engine with mechanical governor 1 number. 12-volt battery with cables 1 set. Materials or components needed. Cleaning tray 1 number. Cotton cloth. Soap oil. Diesel. Lubrication oil as required. Engine performance is often characterized by the engine operating behavior in the speed-load domain, for example, the behavior of emissions, fuel consumption, noise, mechanical and thermal loading. The engine timing system synchronizes the motion of the crankshaft and the camshafts. This in turn operates the valves in time with the pistons, making sure the pistons and the valves do not come into contact with each other. In some cases, the engine timing system also drives the fuel injection pump. The timing system plays a critical role in the smooth running of a vehicle's engine. The quality of the components used in the timing system must be of a very high standard to avoid serious engine failures. The timing system is made up of several different components. Tensioners and or idler rollers. Timing belt or synchronous belt. For an engine to work at its best, the fuel-air mixture in each cylinder must fire just as the piston reaches top dead center, TDC. It takes a certain time to ignite the mixture and for the combustion to build up. The timing mechanism is set to fire the plug a short time before the TDC. To evaluate the engine's performance under off-load conditions and make necessary timing adjustments. Start the test with the engine stable and unloaded. Check the secure fastening of the FIP fuel injection pump, mounting bolt and tighten if necessary. Then, turn your attention to the radiator. Assess the water level in it and top it up if it is below the recommended level. A well-functioning radiator is crucial for preventing engine overheating. Next, inspect the lubricating oil level in the sump. Top up the oil if needed to maintain proper lubrication, reducing friction and wear on essential engine parts. Also, check the fuel tank, confirming the fuel level and refill it as necessary. Connect the battery to the starting motor, ensuring the cables are firmly in place. Note: bleed the fuel system until the system is free from air with help of hand priming device. Check the tension of the fan belt and adjust it if necessary. Next, observe the timing marks on both the F1 pump shaft and housing to ensure proper functioning. Switch on the ignition switch with the help of the ignition key. Once the ignition switch is on, start the engine with the help of the starter button. Note: do not hold the starter button for a longer time to start. Promptly release the starter button immediately after the engine starts. After successfully starting the engine, gradually increase the engine speed with the help of accelerator lever. Execute this controlled acceleration process slowly and smoothly, and while the engine is running at the increased speed, carefully observe its performance. Ensure the engine operates smoothly without any signs of leaks or unusual sounds. After observing, release the accelerator lever, allowing the engine to slow down gradually. Ensure the engine is running at slow speed and carefully observe the engine for any abnormal vibration. If any vibrations are detected, make adjustments to the idling stop screw with the help of a spanner, and screwdriver set the proper idling speed according to manufacturer's specification or manual. After restarting the engine, check the idle and high-speed operation performance. Note, care should be taken after adjusting idling speed. The idling speed lock nut must be in lock position. As the final step, stop the engine using either the off lever or the stop lever.
We have come to the end of the exercise. Let us have a recap on what we have learned in this module. We have learned to adjust diesel engine timing in off-load condition. Thus, we have learned to test performance of the engine with off-load adjusting timings. Do this exercise with the help of your instructor. Thank you all. See you in the next video.